Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Monday, December 20th, 2021. Sit down and buckle up because we are about to have a wild ride in this market. What's going on right now? More lockdowns, and the market is not liking it. The Netherlands, full lockdown. The UK, talking about another lockdown. Dr. Fauci is also saying here in the United States, we may face another lockdown as well, and it's hitting the markets across the board. Crude oil is getting slammed. The stock futures across the board are down. Interestingly enough, the dollar is weaker here. And look, people, if you recall, at the onset of Moronic or Omicron, we were all told that this variant was not so bad. All of a sudden now it's deadly, it's lethal. We're going to get the worst winter of death that we've ever had, according to our illustrious retard president. Look what they're doing here. They are making sure they keep people in some kind of twisted state of reality, fear, and everything else. And there's so much more to this, I believe you realize that, than meets the eye here. This is all about control. And it's going to get a lot worse. And that's no surprise to you because I explained this to you. I told you to be ready for anything. This entire thing with Moronic, they're going to milk this to death, literally to death. Even though, again, this variant is supposed to be it's not so bad. Well, now it's lethal. It's deadly. Scientists can't explain it. It's spreading faster than any other previous variant. And now we're getting more lockdowns and it's hitting the markets. Well, let me just say something else. This narrative right now absolutely does change a dynamic. And you know how I follow these things all the time. What am I talking about? If this continues to play out today, tomorrow, well, you can forget about any kind of Santa Claus rally. This market might take a big hit, but I also believe it's going to rebound. Look, things in this market can change on a dime. And this whole thing with Moronic is being hyped up till the nth possible degree. More lockdowns are here. No surprise. Again, I did a video about this. I told you there was going to be more lockdowns, and here we go. It's starting to hit. And with Dr. Fauci, a man who has not practiced medicine in over 40 years, he's in control of everything right now. How he got that control, I have no idea. But if he says we have to lock down, well, our illustrious retard president will lock us down yet again. Although he promised he wasn't going to do that, people, it's out of control. Anyway, so as I said, it looks like a pan-selloff at the open. Everything is going to sell off here. Crude oil is getting hit really hard right now because of demand concerns, supply chain disruptions, which is being played up big time on the mainstream channels. Oh, supply chains are going to get shut down again. Of course they are. If they shut down the economy again like they did last time, well, what else did you expect? You can also expect prices to skyrocket, just as I told you would happen as well. People, we're going to get hit again with this third wave of inflation, and it's going to be much worse than the last two. They're going to use every freaking excuse for this. Oh, it's because of Moronic. Oh, it's supply chain disruptions. Oh, it's shortages. It's this, it's that. But it's what they're doing here. This is a deliberate thing. They will not allow things to normalize because they want to restrict your movement. They want to restrict your thought. Your ability to think is really in jeopardy here. You can't. There's no freedom anymore. No free thought, no free action, no free movement, and it's going to get worse. And you can see this being reflected in stock futures right now. Crude oil futures down like 4% right now. It's out of control. But again, you know what to do, people. Look, this is fear. Fear, and I mean fear, that is being driven by the propaganda ministry. Again, Moronic, that wasn't so bad. Now it's lethal. It's deadly, and you're going to die. That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to believe. They want you to run out today and go get that booster jab because people are resisting. They cannot have resistance. You understand? So what are they going to do? They're going to play up the fear card. They're going to make people afraid. So typical of what you would expect to happen here, people. So let's talk about a few other things that are going on. On the back of this, on the back of the shutdowns now, the global economy appears to be right on the cusp of shutting down. Again, we have the Netherlands shutting down, full lockdown, UK talking about it, Dr. Fauci raising the specter that we may lock down here in the United States. Well, Goldman Sachs, again, this is their second downgrade of U.S. GDP in like a month. Okay, just downgraded U.S. GDP again. Our economy is in free fall. But you're not allowed to know that. I guarantee you, even in the face of what we're seeing right now, if you were to turn on the mainstream channels, they're going to tell you how great we're doing. Our economy is booming. It's so strong. But meanwhile, they're going to lock us down. You can't make that stuff up. Again, you can't possibly do it. It's out of control, people. Look, yes, it appears to me now that this whole thing seems to be changing rather rapidly. We may have a little issue with a Santa Claus rally, but that doesn't change what we're going to do. In my view here, okay, this is fear. We know how fear plays out. Fear is always an opportunity in the market. For those of you that don't know, there are two drivers of this market. Two. Fear and greed. Fear is stronger. People run for the door the moment they get afraid. And that is opportunity, people. So good. Let them play their game. We're going to play our game. We're not going to deviate from our strategy right now. We're not going to do it, okay? Our strategy is very simple. We will continue to buy the dips in this market or hold on to positions you already have. It doesn't mean you have to, look, I understand that not all of us have unlimited bankrolls. I don't even have an unlimited bankroll, okay? But I always keep some powder dry. You never want to keep yourself without the ability to get into this market and buy a dip, okay? I like to be fully invested in the market. By fully invested, I mean, I hate having cash sitting around doing nothing. You understand? But the beauty of some of this is if you're diversified and if you're in a lot of different assets, you can always move cash around from one thing into another thing. That's kind of what I do all day. I'm always moving cash around. So what I plan on doing here, people, with this new dip, let's see what they do. Maybe they're going to buy this right up. I have no idea, but I am planning to buy more stock this morning. Large cap stocks here. I like the banks. I told you, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America. Later on today, I'm going to put out some new stock suggestions in my free newsletter. Link in the description of this video. I do it every single Monday. So if you have not subscribed to my free newsletter, please do so. Look, with regard to other things, let them play their games with precious metals. If they're going to push them lower, great. We know we have to bet against the debt, become our own central bank. All of this, what we're seeing right now, is going to force, okay, it's not going to force anything, but cause the Federal Reserve to ease longer. Duh! Like we didn't know that, okay? Like I told you, the Fed is not going out of the way. It's not getting out of the way. The Fed is going to continue to buy assets, especially in the face of a free fall economy, shutdowns yet again. Nothing in the world could make a central bank happier than seeing the global economy shut down again. Any central bank around the world, that's what they want because it allows them to become the lender and buyer of last resort. They want to buy it all, and they're going to continue to do that. So if Fauci here says, President retard, we got to shut down the economy, he's going to do it. And at the behest of the central banks, who are going to be more happy and gleeful than you could ever imagine, because it allows them to finish their end game. They want to buy it all. What better way to allow a central bank to buy it all than to shut down the economy yet again and allow them to be the lender and buyer of last resort? This is what they want to do. Don't you? I think you get it. I really think you do. Nothing, people, is what it seems to be. And I know you get that too. And I know you're prepared for anything that comes down the pike. Like I always tell you, be ready. Always have the high ground here. They're going to play games like you can't believe, although you can, because I told you, be ready for anything. And this moronic thing They're not done by a long shot. Look what they're starting to do. And no surprise to you, they're starting to shut us down again. I did a video about this weeks and weeks ago, and I said they were going to do it. I said we're going to get shut down again. Well, here we are. Go check my past videos and you'll see. All right, people, look, that's it. I think we got this covered, you and me. So expect a pan sell-off at the open. Let's see how this plays out. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited about it. I want to see what they do today. I want to see what this freak show market does that doesn't make sense. Risk in this market, keep your eye on the MMRI today. Let's see what the MMRI does, okay? Again, you want to see the MMRI, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator? There is a link in the description of this video. Watch the MMRI today. I can promise you that I will be watching it, and I would suggest you do the same. All right, people, look, it's a freak show. You all know that. Let's see what happens today. It's going to be very exciting, if nothing else. All right, I'll see you later. I really love all of you people. It's twisted.